To Daily Blast Live. Right now, the jury is deliberating the fate of Bill Cosby. The verdict could come in at any time. The 80-year-old comedian is accused of molesting and drugging Andrea Constant more than a decade ago. But will these jurors convict the man once fondly known as America's dad? For insight, we go to TV host, attorney, and of course, friend of the show, Erin Elmore. Erin, thank you so much for joining us from Philadelphia. Now, let me start with the first Cosby trial ended in deadlock after about 50 hours of deliberation. Do you think that'll happen this time?
Well, these things, there is never any way to tell. But we do know as of right now, the jury has been charged by the judge and they are deliberating. So there are a lot of things we need to consider. This jury is sequestered, meaning they're not allowed to go home to their parents, their spouses, their children. They're staying in a hotel all alone, which has to toll on them. They're tired. They're deliberating till 9 o'clock at night if they want to. So I think they're going to come back with something by Friday so they can go home for the weekend.
Well, the Me Too movement is definitely on people's minds because it's exploded since the first trial. Do you think that'll make a difference to this jury?
I think there's a lot of changes since the last jury, and it's the legal team is different. Obviously, the jury is different, and obviously there are a lot of other victims speaking forward now and were available to testify during the trial. During the closing arguments, the prosecution made a good point. They said, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this isn't Dr. Huxtable, the nice man that you see on TV. This is the serial rapist, Bill Cosby. What the defense attorney said in their closing was, look, this isn't about these other women. This case is simply about Andrea Constant. And they really did their best to poke holes in her testimony any way they could.
Now, Erin, your boots on the ground. What's the vibe in Philly right now? Are people standing behind Cosby?
I think the city, in many ways, is still divided. But I do know this. They want to see an answer, and they do want a verdict. Moreover, the taxpayers can't afford another trial like this. So this is the end of the road for Bill Cosby here, because the state has tried him now 2 times. It is costing the taxpayers an exorbitant amount of money. We just cannot go through this again. This will be the last time the district attorney will bring this case, because if not, they're not going to get reelected.
Well, Erin, thank you so much for being our eyes and ears in Philadelphia and for keeping us updated.
Happy to do it.